newly formed tropical cyclone Dingani. Um, it is officially named that, so don't have to worry about pre-name issues and stuff like that. And before I begin, quick disclaimer, this is just the tarot reading for the storm itself. I'm not doing any personal readings or anything like that, so please try to refrain from asking any of those questions, because I'm not going to dive into personal readings in that sort of sense. This is just a reading for the storm, and then that's basically the duration of the stream, and mostly just streaming it because I don't want to wait an hour for the video to upload. Anyways, let's get started with the King of Cups. Okay, so this thing's going to be quite the feisty storm, by the looks of this. At least looking at page, at like face value. So, King of Cups is self-controlled, level-headed, and steady. Okay. So, storm's going to be relatively stable for a storm. It's probably not going to have a rapid intensification phase, at least as of this time. It will strengthen, but it'll be a gradual thing. Like, I'm not expecting this thing to go crazy, get into triple-digit wind speeds or anything like that, but it will get stronger. The Knight of Cups. In fact, you got that right after the King of Cups. That's interesting. Master of emotional world, he explores and defends the world with unorthodox tools for a knight. Include intuition, trust his instincts. Okay, so with that in mind, there's not going to be a lot of deviation from the forecast, from what the forecast has this thing doing. Definitely not in the way of strength, but in terms of like where it's going, I doubt there's going to be much issues or much changes on where it's going. So basically what I'm saying is the cone of uncertainty is going to be a narrow one with this storm. So it's going to be a narrow cone of death. So, Ace of Wands. Really close to each other in terms of like how it was in the deck before I started shuffling, when I first started using it. But yeah, new and inspirational energies are awakening. Again, this talks about pattern setting. So this thing's gonna be on that kind of a deal right now. So yeah, talk about pattern setting. So, yeah. Basically, we're just getting into peak cyclone season for the southern hemisphere. So, we're going to be in for some interesting events. Basically got similar cards for the past couple. Got that for Freddy and Gabriel. Saying that they're going to be pattern setters. This is going to be pattern setter for this basin. So we're going to be in for a busy time with the cyclones. It's not going to be around for a long time. It's not going to be around for long. Maybe a week. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, Turtle talks about slow moving, long life, and stuff like that. That's what I'm picking up with the Turtle. But with it being reversed, that generally means the opposite. So, this thing's gonna be a pretty fast mover. Not gonna last long. Like I said, maybe a week. But fast mover means it's probably gonna cover a lot of ground. So, or a lot of water in this case. But yeah. But again, this does talk about new beginnings, fresh start, when it's not reversed. But let's talk about a little bit. I think this is gonna struggle a little bit. That's probably why it's gonna not get very strong, is because it's gonna struggle. and it's not a threat to land. I mean, sure, maybe a rip current threat for the Maldives, but that's about it. Okay? This thing's not gonna be a threat to land. Um, so yeah, Dingani, there's nothing to really worry about with that. There's a little thing I just want to get up, something sticky. Um, but yeah, so get to celebrate on the fact that this storm's not gonna impact any land. Um, and it's not gonna get recognized that well because of that. It's not gonna get really well recognized because of the fact it's not gonna be impacting land. This is gonna be a very forgettable storm. Um, so that's what I'm getting here with that justice reversed. This storm's gonna be very forgettable. Nothing about this storm's gonna be memorable. It's not gonna break any records or anything like that. It's just gonna be the run of the mill, no impact to land. People are gonna forget it quick. Got the 9 of Pentacles. Again with the turtle, but this time it's not reversed, so that kind of screams it's going to last a little bit longer, but talk about prosperity, security, and fulfillment. Like, the storm's going to do what the storm's going to do. It's like, these storms have a purpose, and this is going to achieve that purpose, which is to bring moisture and warm air to, like, the more polar regions. That's their purpose. And this is going to achieve that. But again, it's going to struggle with other stuff. But yeah, and enjoy the stability and the storm not impacting land. Enjoy the fact it's not a threat to land, and a little stable for the storm. Got the 6 of Pentacles. Got a lot of Pentacles. Got like 3 Pentacles, 3 Cups. But yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Recognize balance in this key message. Like, this is just a part of nature. Again, this is reassuring that the storm is part of the nature. It's natural. The storm's going to be run-of-the-mill. It's a very average storm. That 5 of Swords. Yeah, has just emerged victorious from a challenge. See the confidence of success and regal stature, indicating power and control. It is important to observe this closely. This is a superficial victory of the ego self. We must evaluate whether our personal success has been achieved by taking advantage of others. Okay, so this thing might try to siphon energy from Freddy. It is relatively close to Freddy, so that is a possibility. It might try to siphon stuff from Freddy. It might try to take attention away from Freddy. Might try to siphon energy from other storms nearby that may not be necessarily trying to form in anything, but will probably siphon energy from other sources. So that's going to be a bit of a concern. Might try to consume Freddy as Freddy gets closer to it. Got the Queen of Wands reversed. So Queen of Wands talks about truthful, balanced, and strong, and above all, attuned to her inner forces. A lot of these cards talk about how things are going to be balanced. I don't think this is going to be talking about necessarily unbalanced. I think it's more or less talking about, like I said, the storm's not going to get very strong. This kind of reassured that the storm's not going to get very strong. And not a threat to land. It's going to be easily forgettable, like I said, with that justice reversed. So yeah, this is just the run-of-the-mill storm. Fish storm. It's not a threat to any land. Now, that does not mean get close to it. That doesn't mean get on a boat and go to it. Because it is still going to be a very dangerous storm out in the water. So just avoid the area. You should be fine. If you're on any land masses like the Maldives, that would be relatively close to the storm, just stay out of the water for a few days and you should be fine, because there it would be a rip current threat to nearby land masses. Um, but outside of that, that's really about it with this storm, with this reading for the storm. So with that, that's about it. Stay safe out there. See you in the next video or stream.